Okay, hello traders and welcome to our live trading session. It's still Napan here, founder of Master the Markets Elite Trades Conference and a Traders Open Day. So here we are seeing the Aussie dollar position here. We are on our live trade on an end of day basis. So at which is about 640 up. Right, so what are we actually doing on this particular trade over here? If you just take a look here on this Aussie dollar position. All we're doing is a momentum trade. Once we get a confirmation signal of the bottom, we then run it basically on a bottom to top move. Okay, so that's all we are doing here once we get the bottom confirmed. Because we know our open equity data, we know how much we need to let it to run and also to ride with the flow of the market. So that's what we are doing over here. All right, so that's to do with that in terms of the position that's running. So far, I just want to do a recap on all our intraday trading that we've taught you so far. Right. Now, what have we taught you so far? So let's just take a look. We've so far taught you the basis of stretch, what a stretch means, the nearest extreme to the open. For those of you who are not familiar, please go and revisit our videos, which is on a YouTube channel. That's one thing we looked at. We looked at also the bro, remember? Not bro, but it's the bigger range from open, okay? That is what we abbreviated as bro, thanks to Keith actually, as a Vedanta Elite member. And number three, then we also looked at in the last session is how do we correlate this based on also the uh, daily time frame and also based on range as well. Okay, so we looked at more range in the last session, really rather than really looking at the daily time frame. Okay, we did a bit of correlation, but we'll go into that much more in detail in the later part of the series. Right, so for today, um, before we see how we can combine all of this and everything and put a strategy together, so we will first look at how we can do risk management. Okay. And I just want to show you one of the platforms that we use as well, or clients over here use as well, which is the XTB, the X-station platform. Okay. A very quick thing. Let's take a look at a trade, let's say. Yeah. So over here, for example, a very simple strategy that you can do on an intraday basis for those of you intraday traders. One is that define whether it's a bottom to top or top to bottom move on the daily time frame. Only daily time frame. So here, number one, it's a bottom to top move. So therefore, on your intraday basis, you only will take long positions going long. Okay. The second thing then you do, so we take the bias from the daily time frame. Take the bias from the daily time frame. After you take the bias from the daily time frame, the second thing that you then do is you wait for your entry setup on the intraday time frame. So you wait for your trade setup on the intraday time frame. Okay, intraday time frame. The trade setup can, of course, vary. I've given you some examples from the last session. We'll look at some together in this session as well. Then the third thing, once you've got your trade set up, then you then find your trade details. Okay, your trade details. You determine your entry figure and so on and so forth. So then you need to look at your entry, your stop loss, and your target, and also then know how to trade manage it as well. So let's take a look at example. So imagine you couldn't see today. You saw as of yesterday, bottom to top, you take an up move. Trade setup on the intraday time frame. So let's go on to a 1 hour time frame over here. And the simple setup that we can look at for is when the stretch line is taken out. Okay, stretch line is taken out. So if I go 1 bar by 1 bar, that's the blue, that's the green there, stretch line is taken out there. Okay, you can either take it as a breakout or you can take it as a retracement. Let's just say we do a very simple breakout strategy. Once it's taken out this line and closed above it, then we can enter on the close if it's closed above it, and a stop loss for the low of the day, okay, or the low of the swing. In this case, there was a 1 hour swing, so we will take it for here. Okay, so that's where our ISL will go at, and the TSL will basically our trading stop loss management. Before I come to trading stop loss, our target will be at the range of the day. Okay, so what is the range? Very simply, let's take a look. ATR yesterday was 75, right? We take 0.8 of that. So 0.8 of that will be 56. Let's just say 57. So from here all the way up to here, there's already 52 pips. There's only 5 more pips more. So we won't be taking this particular trade because most of the range is already gone. So we wouldn't have taken that trade as of then. Okay. But then you wait on, then if you see that it then retraces up to here, which is stop taking, you don't take the trade as of now, but you take not take it on the close, but you take it on the upward momentum. Okay, so for now we won't discuss on the retracement entry, we just look at breakout entries. Okay, so as of this, we wouldn't have taken any particular trade based on this. So let's just take a look at another trade. Let's say dollar Swiss. You see, we had a downside over here. So we'll take only to the short on the 1 hour. So let's take a look as of today. We'll only take a trade as it closes below over here and a stop loss for the high, right? So that's your entry over here on the close, stop loss for the top, and then the target yet again will be for the range. What's the range? It's 43, so that would be 32. How many did it do over here? 17. That's good. We got about 16 pips more to go, so that's good. It's about 1 to 1, and then we will carry on with that and with a trade management of an MS2 trail, which I will go through much more later on. Where would you have gone and hit your target? It's about in this red bar, which was almost a clean run. Okay, good. So in terms of that, in terms of entry, stop loss, and target, so what do we have? So entry was on the close. So let me just do, and then I'll show you how the trade, the risk management is done. So let's say 8915 was our entry to go short. Stop loss is for the high of this bar. Okay, 8930. Okay, and then your target is going to be for 32 pips, isn't it? We said, let's see this one here, 0.8 times 430, I think 33. Let's just say 33 pips high. 8930 minus 33, so that would be 8797. Okay, right. So let's punch this all onto the broker account. Okay, so I will show you then how and what you need to be looking at. 0.8915, 0.8930, and then finally 8797. Okay, so stop loss, target, we're going short. Now, let me pull up this thing over here, and let's go on to here in terms of pulling out the trade. So that trade is on dollar Swiss, isn't it, traders? So we are taking a look at dollar Swiss at the moment, and what we then do on this XTB platform, we open the ticket, and then over here, what we then do is we look at, let me just say this 1.5, right? So okay, good. Right, so we put a, let's say for example, I had right now it's far below this, isn't it? Let me just take a look very quickly. 8896. So if let's say I had put a sell limit here, 8915. The good thing is that in XTB it's intuitive, so you will know whether you're doing a sell limit or a buy stop. So we'll just say over here we want to sell, so it will immediately only say there's only a sell limit. It will compare it according to the live price at the moment. The stop loss, as I mentioned here, will be 8930. Okay, and then finally our target price, we will put it at 8797, which is 80% of the target. Okay, right, 0.87. Let me just see. That one I think is 8897, isn't it? I think that's what we are looking for. Yes, that's right. Yep. So 8897 is what we are looking for. Yeah, 8897. I think I just made a mistake over there. It's not 8797, 8897. Okay, good. So now what I want to bring your attention to is here. The good thing about the X-station platform is that it will tell you exactly in terms of pips how much you're risking after you've told it what you're doing, selling or buying. We're shorting in this case. So we are selling, so it's telling you that you are risking 15 pips over here. And in terms of sterling pounds, monetary amount, it will also tell you how much you're risking. Very important here, risk management, isn't it? And then finally, it also tells you how much profit potential you are going for as well over here based on the level that we punch in. Now, some of you, based on your account, £60. So usually about 1% or something, that would be about £6,000 you need to have in your account. And it also will tell you the percentage how much you're risking according to your account as well. Now, for some of you, if you only have, let's say, £2,000 in that, then £60, of course, it's like 3% you are risking. So some of you might say, oh, I'm not very comfortable with that, Tiru. Then what you then do is very simple, and you can keep tracking over here. It's very important. This is the most important column that the most important row that you got to keep focusing on. Every client that we coach and mentor, even in our Traders Basecamp package live as well, we always tell them about this, is that we love this platform because it tells you exactly how much you're risking. So if you want to reduce this by one third, if you have a £2,000 account, then all you got to do is reduce this by one third as well. So one third of 0.5, that is about 0.15. So you just change that to 0.15, and there you go. Hey presto, it changes to £18.26. Now you know if you have a £2,000 account, that is about 1% of your account, and that's how you can start looking at trading it. Okay, so that's what we are looking at in terms of risk management. So you should always know in risk management, you should know your account risk, which is usually should be 1%, okay, of the account. So if let's say if your account is, let's say, £10,000, that would be £100. And then you should know your trade risk, which is already this calculator calculates for you, which is, how many pips is that? In this case, it's 15 pips. And then finally, you should also know your stake size. The good news is that this actually calculates for you the stake size once you put it in, and you can risk it accordingly. Okay, your account risk should be 1% of your account, 100. So over here, if let's say in GBP, it should reflect £100. The good news is that it will calculate the trade risk for you, and you will know roughly it's £18 over here based on this volume. If I now want to risk £100, I just need to times this by 7, more or less, isn't it? 1.05. So I will just put maybe one lot here, and that would immediately change to £121. Maybe that's a bit more. So on dollars because of the currency conversion. So then I reduce it a little bit, 0.9, and there you go. And it would then reduce it. If I do 0.8, then there you go, you got it, £97, 39. And that's how you can then risk 1%. The calculation is all done for you. So even if you're not good at maths, you can just have this calculator and it will do everything for you based on all the input it's got. So that's what is on X-station. It's by XTB broker account. Okay, so it's really, really useful. So that's just a quick example on how you can position size and risk manage and protect your account all the way using the X-station platform, and also on our live trading session on how you can profit from all of that. So in our next sessions together, we will look at how we can maximize on this and how we can build a more robust strategy. I told you how we can correlate all the things that we have taught you so far. And on the next sessions, we'll also see on real life examples as well. Okay, that's all from me for now. And as we always say, till next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.